But the Pause 5 Gyrocopter has owned. Yeah, Excel's played a lot of it. Panda Boo played a lot of it back in the day as well. A lot more XP than Budge. I definitely missed that.
There's definitely no ward last day. It would be in our sidebar, right? And I am not seeing a ward in our sidebar. I'm merely seeing 4 runes.
Meanwhile, Alone makes a rotation over into the jungle to try to secure the bounty rune.
It's one of those things. I think actually mid lane we're seeing a bit of rotation. Never mind. Unless he's still fine, I think. Instead he'll raise Michael. Michael has no flame guard. He's used short range raise. Illich TP's in, and first blood will go to Alone. Okay then. That will be first blood going to the Zeus. Meanwhile, top lane they bring down Ari as well. Not quite sure how cross map is this bad for TSM.
So, Zero Armor Hero punished pretty heavily.
Back to top lane, Knight has been avalanched under the Radiant top T1 tower. He's tossed back towards Saber Light. The tower's coming through. Mischief will get used, but it will not be enough damage stopped by the Mischief. Well, now it's 1 kill for TSM. Saber Light on the off lane, farming Phoenix on the board.
Well, tell me your theory. Why is it that Alone hasn't been having good games? Bryle simply better? Or...
I mean, TSM, they've been focusing him down. Mid lane Requiem from Bryle to escape the gank. He's feared away all 3. He's now running to the northwest towards Excel. He'll turn to Alone. The 2 raise combo brings down Zeus. The 3rd raise over to Excel. Excel will die in 2 more hits. There's 1. There's a... Oh, never mind. There's still a kill. Bryle gets 1. Ari gets 1.
Good start that Zeus had.
I stand corrected. Meanwhile, Moon Meander gets the double damage rune. Michael or Illich wanted to grab it, but of course they will not get it. It says Moon Meander manning up, but unfortunately in the 1v2, the wolf is now dead.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
You remember the old Riley attacks in that game?
Oh,
it was like
sick.
the glowing orb thing. This thing looked ridiculous. They weren't sick. They were so funny.
Wait, over to bottom lane. Pudge dismembers Mr. Illich. Yeah. In comes Alone with the rotation. Sprout out pops the Treant, summoned by the Nature's Prophet. But it seems like nobody's dead yet. Moon Meander. Thought Tomato went for a hook on him, but instead he will get run down. But wait, yeah, he'll get run down by the Nature's Prophet Treants.
Watch this.
I like the ones where they mentioned like players. Wait, mid lane, fight in the river. Alone is tossed up, brought down, and the hero of Merlini will fall to Bryo Shadowfiend, the one of Yafet's. And with 2 references at once, we now see TSM look for more kills. Michael will get away. Meanwhile, bottom lane, it's Crystal Maiden tanking damage from Illich. That Nature comes through, and Tomato will die to Nature's Prophets. So a lot of action across the map. We're not done yet. Back to middle lane. Ari, correction, he's just walking away slowly and surviving.
Bryle, meanwhile, will farm up the camps in the dire biangle, as I like to call it.
Oh, okay. There somehow the raindrops save Moon Meander. The raindrops have saved Moon Meander. We have confirmed it.
Yeah, drops the laugh line. Very cool. Yeah, this is why you buy your raindrops. This item feels more value than ever right now. I'm going to be honest. I see this picked up on every roll, every game.
Well, the raindrops will not save him this time. Michael eventually secures the kill that Alone could not get from long range. So I'm interested in, I mean, Tomato's got this 1-4-1 skill build. He's tanking some damage right now. There's 3 Thunder Awaken heroes in the bottom lane. Hook from long range! Oh my! Beautiful play from Tomato. It's a beautiful game going on right now. Illich will attempt to TP away, but he'll die to the rot damage. Over to Michael. He's running away, but he's running into, well, a Bryle Shadowfiend, raising him down to the ground. 2 kills for the side of TSM. And we've seen Thunder Awaken doing some great aggression in the last few minutes, but just like that, the game has turned entirely. TSM have to take a 1K gold lead.
Yeah, look at that. Is Tomato the next Dendy? I think so.
Maybe. I mean, he's good. He's good at Dota too. He's good at Punch.
Oh, that was a sick hook. I thought there's no way that one landed. That looked like an illegal hook. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna wait a second. We have a referee. You're the referee.
Over the top lane before we referee the hook. We see Moon Meander drop to Illich and Knight. You know, think about it. He's breaking the laws. If I'm not enforcing the laws on illegal hooks, he'll get away with it. Yeah. I'm not enforcing the misdemeanor on Tomato here. Misdemeanor for illegal hook bending.
Yeah. I think actually Admin Blaze was forced to come out of retirement one more time now that Admin Badger is casting this game.
He was like, hey, you want me to admin the rest of the games? I was like, yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
I get the focus now.
I'm sure you were focused. You're doing great, buddy.
I was focused, but meanwhile, bottom lane, speaking of focusing, Tomado's going to focus on his escape. He has 2 points in Flesh Heap ready to go, and the threat of his teammates TPing in will ensure Thunder do not complete that kill.
Yeah. He will finish this one off. I do like I mean, Tomado's game is maybe a little bit slower than he would like. Actually, 4.2k now. He's not that much slower than he wants. I like that he's going for the Vanguard, though. Rather than going... We've seen a couple of safe lane Pudges go straight for, like, Aghanim Scepter or something recently. And it feels like they just aren't able to fight because of it.
Meanwhile, Thunder Awaken flood into the bottom lane. They're getting straight to a bit of a dive right now, but the TP's in from TSM. Freezing Field hook from Tomato. They bring down Excel, and the remainder of the team will scatter, running to the north, away from the TSM Vanguard. They want nothing to do with this main body of their offense right now. And just like that, we're back to farming.
Yep. Like, any items? That'd be so sick.
We're seeing Dismember on Gyrocopter, by the way, as supports have gone into the Radiant Pike. Mercifully ending our conversation. Moonmeander comes in as well. The raindrop saved Excel, but it's temporary. He'll get right-clicked down by the wolf from long range.
Yeah, how dare you distract me with that conversation? You're supposed to be keeping me on... So, potentially potential escape there before the Hurricane Pike gets sent out to him, which he'll have another 300 gold.
Well, the fight breaks out at the eastern part of the Radiant Jungle. Orchid on Saber Light. Thunder Awaken focusing down before this. Yeah, there's no spells coming out there. But a hook again from long range on Knight. He has the Wukong. Right now, TSM are losing the fight. Their tower is dead. There are no more TPs. Alone, unleash the Thunder God's wrath to bring down Ari. Tomato will attempt to eat up the gyro, but inevitably he will perish. That's a 3-kill streak there for Thunder Awaken. TSM get nothing. He's got a haste through a Hurricane Pike. Perhaps he's feeling bold. I would be emboldened if I were Bryle.
Yeah. TSM
I am also not Bryle.
Are so good at playing the middle of the map. Like, even when they're losing, like, team fights, they never give up their mid tower. It is sick. But I don't think anyone's going to defend their top tower. This one not nearly as valuable. There's a very powerful siege creep putting in work here.
Naturally, though we are seeing the rotation through, TSM want to at the very least avenge their tower, perhaps even keep it alive. Ari leads the way, has no blink dagger, but has a Tumbler's toy. Michael's on the west side, Excel's on the north side, they're both running away.
Pig pulled.
And it seems... Wait, there's no way. There's no way he gets away with this, right? There's no way. Yeah, he'll get frostbitten, hook from Tomato. There we go. We get at least 1 kill on Michael.
But yeah, the animation on it, I believe, is too long. You need to, like, animation cancel and then do it. If you have an Aetherlens, you can do it.
Ooh, wait, they've caught Knight. They killed his tree. He's temporarily stunned. He'll Boundless Strike on 2. He'll bring down Ari before he... Wait, he's not dead. He's now finally dead. Meanwhile, we see Excel dying. So across the map, it's a 2-for-2. See Phoenix and Tiny for Gyro and Monkey. Really chaotic in terms of that fight. Moonmeander dead? Seems like he's dead. He's being remnanted upon. Wrath of Nature comes through just for good measure. Sleight of Fist will... Correction. Thunderbolt will do it.
Yeah, that'll finish one of them off, though. Moonmeander killed, and we can now up 2k net worth. Michael...
Perhaps he'll be back to 1k net worth with this kill, and never mind, it's still at a solid 2k net worth.
Look, that's a pause for the Emperor's pick. Come on, that ain't worth anything.
A lot of options there.
Bottom lane. Ari doesn't have his blink dagger, but they're trying to set up onto Tumbletage forward.
Avalanche, Toss, Requiem. That's a lot of damage. Meanwhile, top lane. See a missile going in on Saberlight. They want to bring down the Phoenix as well. He's low on HP, still has Supernova and a Eul's available. Excel shows his face, he'll call now. Sunray comes through. Now Strike will cancel. Moonmeander has fallen. Saberlight remains low, but he remains alive. He'll use Supernova. Thunder Awaken to focus it down. Down goes Saber, Chad, and Tomato. Ooh, TP just in time.
Yeah, nice try there by Alone, but not going to be able to connect with that one, unfortunately.
No doubts. He's going to need a lot of control from this team.
He's no Siege Wagon after all.
That is true. Top lane E-Blade on Tomato. TP in by Illich. They focus down the carry Pudge. The fight continues. Saberlight dives in, dives away. Illich will BKB. Meanwhile, it's time to run for TSM. Moonmeander has already fallen. Bryle pump fakes the Requiem. He wants to perhaps catch them on a fake retreat, but he turns the fake retreat into a real retreat. 2-for-0 for Thunder Awaken. And they had a winning record in those series, but unfortunately, what can you do?
Yeah. The only reason
Ari blinks
EU
in,
won
speaking
is
of
because
EU,
TSM
toss
left.
over Zeus, who comes through from Knight. Zeus is dead. They've lost alone. Thunder Awaken around the run. Requiem comes through, fearing away 3 heroes. Knight is manning up. Michael dead. Excel dead. 3 down for Thunder Awaken. And TSM are still there as 5. Knight's man fighting with the Jingu, but they'll get brought down. TSM a 4 for 0. And we were starting to have concerns with their game state. And just in one big team fight, they turn it around, neph.
And they're not done with that. They go to Roshan, who has an adorable Santa hat on, by the way.
I actually want to point out, I want you to zoom in on the death of Roshan. Look at the Santa hat physics. This is a very important detail. Because when he dies, I think somebody had to have programmed in specific Santa hat physics. You're going to see what I mean here when he dies in about 2 more seconds. Watch the Santa hat. Look.
No.
Oh no, it went into the rock. It went into a rock.
It just disappeared off my screen when I was in showcase view. All right, they're not. I mean, they managed to bring it back a little bit. They get themselves a lead. They have pipe completed on the Pudge as well. This item is more value than ever after they nerf Wraith Pack to him. Do you have any idea how much magic this thing gives you? I was going up to Ricky about it.
Here, you keep going up. I'm gonna watch Excel die. You put Excel dying on your screen. You talk about pipe. What's about on pipe now?
Okay, yeah, Excel's dead. Footnote on this game. Okay, this thing used to give you like 20% magic resist and then 10% in AoE, and then somewhere along the line they ended up just like giving you a base 30% magic resist and then like give you the aura as well. So Pudge's magic resist right now is just up to 64%.
That's a lot.
Thanks to, I mean, it's partially due to the Nether Shawl. You get like a little bit, like another 10% from the Nether Shawl. You're like 50-something% with just the pipe. Alone's going to be able to make it out there.
Good jukes, good jukes. Correct idea from TSM. They were in the right place at the right time. Just a little bit off to the right. Alone's a little bit to the left. Yeah, it's the little things in Dota sometimes. You know, Dota's a game of inches. It's the little margins that define the Dota game. Well, back to the Dire Jungle. At the outpost area, Michael and Ari are in a bit of a do-see-do. Man fighting up. Illich TP is in. Balance strike on Tiny. And Saberlight will understandably leave him to die. R.I.P. Ari. He will now gather moss for a full 40 seconds.
As rocks do. Right now.
We're to mid lane. What's going on mid lane? Ari's tossed in alone. Oh god, the damage from Bryle.
I had missed that completely, but again, the man's got the Daedalus.
He died in 2 shots, neph. Ooh, if they kill Saberlight, it's a hard kill to get. He has a Yules and he has Supernova, of course. But they want it. They have the extra damage from the other guy's Wrath from long range to bring into this, but
you could do it. I think given enough attack speed, thinks the Hyperstone that Monkey King's carrying, but they don't go for it. Maybe they feel like.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, they caught him temporarily, but yeah. You know, so there was some good micro there from the Shrians, making sure that the Pudge could not get there in time. He still was not even close to getting there in time, but.
Missed the beginning of that one, but yeah, it looks like Ari was holding onto the toss to be able to interrupt a TP, so he's supposed to TP then TP out. Excel.
He's not going to be so lucky. Avalanche, the right clicks. No crits from Bryle, but apparently crits not needed in the 4v1.
Yeah,
he's dead for a full 40.
This much damage.
We've lost the second life, by the way. Aegis has expired, so I will not be in play for at least the next 3 minutes, possibly longer, depending on when Roche wakes up from his slumber.
Yeah. Working on a Satanic now to be able to stand his ground while he fights. The only stuns that they have are Homing Missile and Boundless Strike, which I don't think are going to be enough to bring him down. So as long as he's alive and continuing to attack people, he'll be fine. Pudge does not have Aghanim Shard in order to save him right now, but again, he can keep him alive with the
Avalanche, the toss, the chain stun. They brought down the Ember. He does have a buyback. T3 is already dead. Does Monkey have a TP? Okay, Monkey does have a TP. He's ready to return at any time.
I don't think that time is going to be able to keep his rack alive. Unless they pop the Fortify right now, no, they don't bother.
Guess they will sack the racks. So you know what? Mid racks, not important. We're only down 1 racks. We'll be patient. Perhaps we'll wait for Ember to respawn. And there is no wave coming in top. Problem is, there still creeps there in middle lane. I think there was 1 wave maybe cut. Next one will be there in about 20. Oh, Avalanche, toss. There in the gyrocopter of Excel. Excel is already dead. Hope will miss. Wrath is unleashed from Zeus, but it's time to run. Gyro buys that. You got in the tower. It's time to get away before Thunder Awaken can fight. And they will get away. A good escape there. from TSM. They get everything and they lose nothing.
Yeah, Gyrocopter is forced to buy back. You force the ultimate out of Zeus. Zeus doesn't have near enough damage at the moment. Again, this pipe is putting in some significant work. It really feels like they can't even hurt Tomato with magic damage at this point.
I mean, they're trying. They're good. They're casting a lot of spells out. He's just not dying.
Yeah. At the very least, you know, he's got the Aghanim Shard on alone, so he's doing percentage-based damage with Pudge, which I think is the majority of what he's taking right now.
Going in on Pudge. Avalanche hits onto both will BKB. Wukong's comes in from Knight. Saber pops the Supernova. Dire try to kill it. It's half HP, quarter HP, already dead. TSM they lose one, but they've killed two. Briable Manta not dodging missile, but Michael's forced to remnant away. And with no Monkey and with no Nature's Prophet, they both lack a buyback. TSM, they don't know that. They do not know there are no buybacks. It's a lack of gold on both of them.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately,
they poke for tier 4s.
Yeah, there's nothing to be gained here other than going for the tier 4s and trying to end. So that is what Brile is going to try to do. Tier 3 bottom rack's being defended by the fact that tier 2 is still standing. The wave is pushed too far in for them to go back and try to defend it. So they should try to close the game. The Fortify will do a lot of damage to Moon Meander here,
Oh,
but
the Avalanche
oh
on everybody!
my
Michael's
God.
already dead. Alone's dropping as well. He'll E-Blade himself, but the raises the damage. Ember buys back. Alone to fall. Gyro and Zeus, they have no buyback. Michael will not die in time. Ryle's dodging the fountain. He wants the full wipe. He gets the full wipe. And just like that, team at solo mid, they are going to defeat Thunder Awaken 2-1.
TSM coming in clutch, and Brile,
He dropped some items even.
well, were those mantles of intelligence? What were they?
I don't know, but we can check at the